Welcome to Yoga Your Heart with Deb. Thanks for joining me today. Do yourself a favor and me a favor. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on a weekly yoga video. So today we're going to go through and just a quick flow to help you just kind of let off some steam, let off some stress, maybe at the end of a busy day, or maybe even just to start out your day in a great way. So let's start. But let's go ahead and start in child's pose. So you're going to get on hands and knees. Bring your big toes together, sit your butt down, widen your knees open, and slide your hands forward until your forehead is resting on the mat. Palms down, and here we are, child's pose. I want you to just close your eyes, block out visual distractions, try to be here, and notice how you're feeling today. Are you feeling tired, sore, stressed, whatever it is? Acknowledge where you are at. And if you want to find an intention for yourself, to think about that, maybe it's just letting go. Maybe it's being present. If you're really stressed, focus on being present in the moment. And that's a fabulous way to start stepping out of that stress zone and stepping into like the here and the now. So, if you can, we're going to start breathing in and out through our nose. We're going to use that Ujjayi breath as a tool to help us stay focused and calm. So we do that by breathing in through your nose, filling up your lungs all the way maximum capacity. Fill up your lungs like massive balloons. And then you exhale it out. You don't really hold your breath. You just keep it flowing, but you exhale. But you really exhale. You press out every little bit of air you have in your lungs all the way. And then you repeat it. Then you just follow that with the massive inhale, filling up your lungs like much more than you normally do. We spend most of our days just breathing very shallow. So here we're trying to do the opposite. And it does take focus and practice. All right. From here, let's try to carry this breath the best we can. But from here, go ahead and come to tabletop position. Wrists and shoulders align, knees and hips align. Gaze down between your thumbs. Good. Press into your hands so you're not sinking down into your shoulders. You're strong. Inhale, hammock your belly, look up slightly. Slide your shoulders back away from your ears. And then exhale, tuck and dome the spine. Inhale, hammock your belly. Look up, exhale, tuck and dome the spine. Let's do one more round. Inhale, hammock your belly, look up. And exhale, tuck and dome the spine. Keep that and tuck your toes and press your butt to the sky. So you're in this upside down V position called downward facing dog. Let your heels just kind of float above the mat. Press into the mat with your palms, fingers spread wide, and relax your head and your neck. Nice job, downward facing dog, breathing. All right, now from here, keep your down dog, but bring your right leg up to the sky. Right toes face down towards the mat and get nice and long. Keep the weight even in your hands here. And then I want you to open the right hip. Good. Bend the knee. Straighten it out, square it back off, and bring it back down. Bring your left leg up. Toes face down towards the mat. Open the left hip, bend the knee. Straighten it out, square it off, and set it down. All right, again, right leg up. Open the hip, bend the knee. Straighten it out, square it off, but don't set it down. Instead, bring your right knee in towards your nose. Shift your weight forward into your left toes, and then set your right foot up in between your hands so you're in this runner's lunge position. Keep your left hand down and bring your right arm up to the sky for a twist, sinking into it. Breathe. Take another massive inhale. Right hand down, right foot back, downward facing dog. Let's do that on the other side. Left leg up, open the left hip, bend the knee. Straighten it out, square it off, but don't set it down. Instead, shift your weight forward into your right toes. Left knee up towards your nose. Set it down in between your hands. Runner's lunge. Sink your hips down. Right hand goes down. Left arm rises up for a twist, sinking into it. Take another inhale. Left hand down, left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, press your chest back. Exhale, walk your feet up to meet your hands, standing forward fold. Take your hands up your shins. Just come to this halfway lift with a flat back. Good. So you're gazing ahead of your toes. Shoulders slide away from your ears. Take another inhale. Sink it down. Forward fold. Put a little bend in your knees and then slowly roll all the way up to standing position. Good. Arms up to the sky. Gaze up. Good. Now stay here. Take your left hand onto your right wrist and just bend to the left. Okay, so you're stretching out the right side of your body, supporting your right arm with your left hand on your right wrist. Come back to the center. Switch it out. Use your right hand on your left wrist and help guide it to the right as you stretch the left side body out. Good. Release it. Both hands up. Bend your elbows. Open your chest. Lift your heart. Inhale, arms up. Dive forward. You got it. Now inhale, halfway lift again. You can put your hands on your shins or your fingertips by your toes. Good. And then sink down, forward fold. Walk your feet back so you're in a downward facing dog. Good. Now take a moment here. Breathe. Now from downward facing dog, we're going to shift forward to a plank position or the top of a push-up. So take a massive inhale and then shift your weight forward so you're at the top of a push-up. So your wrists and shoulders align. Draw your belly up and in. Gaze down between your thumbs. If you want to, you can set your knees down here or you can keep them up off of the mat. But we're going to transition to our bellies, so your knees can be down or your knees can be up. Either way, shift your weight forward slightly and keep your elbows hugging in as you lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes, keep your hands and your elbows in. Inhale, bring the chest up for cobra. Exhale, bring it down. Come through hands and knees. Tuck your toes underneath. Bring your butt to the sky so you're in a downward facing dog. Good. Now from here, inhale, press your chest back. Exhale, walk or hop or step to the top so you're in a standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sink it back down. Now this time, just inhale, rise it up to the sky. Open your chest, bend your elbows, lift your heart. Exhale, arms up and dive forward. You got it. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to downward facing dog. Take a moment and breathe. Now inhale, shift forward to plank position. Shift your weight forward, elbows in, lower down, all the way. Untuck your toes. Inhale, chest up. Cobra. Exhale, butt to the sky. Downward facing dog. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, step or walk to the top, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sink it back down. Inhale, rise to the sky. And hands, heart, center. Good. Now moving on, we're going to inhale, bend your knees 90 degrees. Inhale, chair pose. So it's like you're sitting in an invisible chair. Make sure you can see your toes when you look down. Good. Take another inhale. Exhale, just dive it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. This time just step directly to a plank position this time. No down dog in between. Shift your weight forward and lower to the mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, bring it down. Tuck your toes underneath. Press your butt to the sky. Downward facing dog. You got it. Now inhale your right leg up. Open the hip, bend the knee. We've been here before. Straighten it out, square it off, and then shift your weight forward. Bring your knee up, set it down, runner's lunge. Left hand stays down, right arm opens up to the right, twist. You got it. Bring it back down, right foot back, down dog. Inhale, left leg up, open the hip, bend the knee. Straighten it out, square it off, shift your weight forward, and come to runner's lunge. Right hand down, left arm up, twist. Left hand down, left foot back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here and breathe. You got it. All right, inhale, press it back. Exhale, walk or step to the top, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sink it down. Bend your knees 90 degrees. Inhale into chair pose, fingertips reach up. Exhale, stand up, bring your hands heart center. Inhale, right back into the chair pose, and exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to that plank position, knees down or up off the mat, lower slow. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, use your knees or don't use your knees. Come to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up, open the hip, bend the knee. Straighten it out and step it up, runner's lunge. Left hand down, right arm up, twist, and bring it down, hold. Now, a little bit different here. We're going to be adding on. Look at that back left foot, bring it up 6 or 8 inches, and square it off. Square your hips off, and your left toes are kind of facing the top left corner of the mat. Shift your hips back so you can start straightening that right leg and come into pyramid pose. If you want, you can bring your hands onto your right shin if they don't touch the mat. So here I'm stretching my right hamstring and my hips are squared off. Try to relax your head as much as you can. Breathe. All right, now from here, keep everything the same except start bending your right knee. Good, and bring your torso up, hands on your waist. So we're in this warrior one foot position here. Make sure you're not on a balance beam. Good, and your hips are squared forward. You can check them with your hands on your hips and make sure they're facing forward. Bring your arms to the sky. Roll your fingertips in just slightly just to relax your shoulders. This is warrior one. Nice job. Now bend your elbows, lift your chest. Keep your legs the same. Take another inhale. Exhale, arms up to the sky. Bring your hands down to the mat. Good, and then bring your right foot next to the left. Bring it back to just a downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Open the hip, bend the knee. Straighten it out, and then step it up to a runner's lunge, sinking into it. Good, now right hand down, left arm opens for a twist. And left hand down, just hold it here for a moment. Again, we're going to do that warrior one footwork on the left, just like we did on the right. Look back at your right foot, bring it in maybe 6 to 8 inches. Turn it, the toes out slightly towards the top right hand corner of the mat, just enough so you can get your hips squared forward. So your right foot spins about 45 degrees flat. And when you're ready, straighten that left leg, hips square forward. If it's too much to have your hands on the mat, just gently rest them onto your left shin. Stretch out that left hamstring. Nice job. Breathe. All right, slowly bend the left knee and then bring your torso all the way up, hands on your waist, warrior one feet now on the left side. Use your hands to guide your hips forward so they're squared straight ahead. And when you're ready, arms reaching up to the skies, and then just roll your pinkies in just to help relax your shoulders. Gaze ahead. Take another massive inhale. Bend your elbows, open your chest, lift your heart. And arms to the sky, hands to the mat. And go ahead and just come back to downward facing dog. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, walk or step to the top, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sink it down. Bend your knees 90 degrees. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand up tall, hands heart center. Inhale into chair pose. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to a plank position and then lower with muscle and control. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, tuck your toes, butt to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up, open the hip, bend the knee. Straighten it out and then step it up to runner's lunge. Left hand down, right arm opens up again. Right hand down, hold the lunge for a moment. Good, bring that back left foot up and spin at 45 degrees. Square your hips off, straighten your right leg. come to that pyramid pose. We've been here before, second time here. Good, now slowly rebend your knee. Bring your torso up, hands on your hips. Warrior one feet. Good, inhale, arms up. Warrior one. Bend your elbows, open your chest. All right, arms extend to the sky, hands to the mat. Don't go anywhere, stay here. Good, now from here, bring your left foot back just a little bit more so you're back in that runner's lunge position. This time, spin your left foot 90 degrees. If you want, you can take your right heel over just a little bit so it lines up approximately with the center of that back right arch. Take your right forearm onto your right thigh, left arm to the sky, so you're in a side angle pose. Good, so you're just opening up your left side body here. You can gaze down towards your toes or you can gaze up at your left fingertips. It's up to you. Good, take another inhale. On the exhale, bring both hands down to the mat. Spin back on your left toes, right foot next to left, butt high to the sky. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, open the hip, bend the knee. And straighten it out and step it up to a runner's lunge, sink into it. Right hand down, left arm up and twist. Left hand down and then bring that back right foot, spin it 45 degrees, bring it in a little bit. Hips square off, straighten your left leg, come into pyramid pose. Nice job. From here, bend your left knee slowly and bring your torso all the way up. Hands on your hips, hips square forward. Both hands to the sky. Warrior one position. Bend your elbows, lift your chest. On the exhale, arms up to the sky. Hands to the mat, hold here. Bring that right foot back, come back to runner's lunge. All right, spin that back right foot 90 degrees flat on the mat. If you want to heel toe your left foot over just a little bit so that left heel is approximately in line with the center of that back left arch. Take your left forearm onto your left thigh. Right arm to the sky. Side angle pose. You can gaze up at your right fingers. You can gaze down at your left toes. Whatever you want here is okay. Good, breathe nice and deep. Good, take another inhale, hands to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Good job. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, walk or step to the top. Standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sink it down. Bend your knees 90 degrees. Inhale, chair pose. And exhale, hands heart center. All right, we're going to do that exact flow just one more time. Now you know what to expect. Here we go. Inhale into chair pose. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank position and lower slow. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, come up, down dog. Your way. Inhale, right leg up, open the hip, bend the knee. And straighten it out, step it up, runner's lunge. Bring your back foot, spin it 45 degrees flat on the mat, shift your hips back, squaring them off. Pyramid pose. Bend your knees slowly, bring your hands to your hips. Warrior one position. Bring your arms all the way to the sky. Bend your elbows, open the chest, lift your heart. Arms up to the sky, bring it down. Pause. Take your left foot back, runner's lunge. Spin the back left foot 90 degrees. Right forearm, right thigh, left arm to the sky, side angle pose. Good. On the exhale, bring it down. Right foot next to left, butt to the sky, down dog. Inhale, left leg up, open the hip, bend the knee, straighten it out, bring it up, runner's lunge. Good. Spin the back right foot 45 degrees, squaring your hips off, and left leg straight, pyramid pose. You got it. All right. Rebend your knee, hands on your hips, warrior one. Arms to the sky, warrior one position. Bend your elbows, lift your chest, and arms to the sky. Hands to the mat. Left foot next to right, butt high to the sky, downward facing dog. Hold here. Take your feet as wide as the mat, unplug your feet, walk them back so you're in a kind of a wide stance, forward fold. If your hands don't want to touch the mat, just rest them on your shins. It's no big deal. Your ankles, whatever you want to do. You can even grab opposite elbows and hang heavy if you want. Try to relax your head, relax your neck. And how straight your legs are up to you. You know, the straighter your legs, the more you'll feel it in your hamstrings. If you have a little bend, you can stretch your lower back out. Just whatever you want today. Nice job. All right, turn your heels in and your toes out. Squat it down for Malasana Yogi Squat. Maybe your hands stay on the mat for support. Maybe you bring them heart center. Try to stay nice and tall in the spine. Nice job. All right, bring your hands down to the mat. Straighten your legs out. Take a moment. Walk your hands back out to downward facing dog and bring your feet together. Take one more breath here. Drop to your knees. Bring your big toes together. Sit it back. Knees wide, head to the mat. Let's just take a child's pose. You did an amazing job. Sometimes after a stressful day, it's nice to have a little flow that you can get lost in. Focus on, just kind of unplug. So if you're doing this at the end of the day, it can be really good for that. It's also a great way just to start your day and feel energized. Take another inhale. On the exhale, come all the way up, and we're going to transition onto our backs. So you're going to go ahead and just lie down gently and grab your knees into your chest. Keep your knees bent and in. Bring your arms out to your sides. Go ahead and drop your feet onto the mat just so you can scoot your hips to the right and bring your knees, stacking them to the left for a gentle twist. Gaze to the right. Take a few moments here in this twist and breathe. You got it. Take another massive inhale. Open your eyes and bring your knees in. Give them a little squeeze, just stretching that lower back. Good. Keep them bent, but put your feet on the mat. Scoot your hips to the left. Arms go out. And I want you to just stack your hips to the right. Gaze to the left. Just a gentle twist. No big deal. Breathe. Couple more massive inhales. Couple more massive exhales. We're almost done with that deep breathing. You did an amazing job. It's not easy carving out just a little time every day to take care of yourself, but you'll thank yourself later. It's a good job if you made it this far. Take another inhale, come all the way back to the center, and I want you to just take a moment, squeeze your knees in, stretch your lower back. If you want to bring your head up off of the mat, feel free, and then just let it go. Legs straight, arms down by your sides, close your eyes, find your natural breath. You can let go of that deep breathing now. This is our final pose. It's a pose of rest called Shavasana. It's not really meant for you to fall asleep in or anything like that. We still want to be present. We want to be aware, but we want to be relaxed. If you want to bring your hands to your belly just to feel your breath, you can. Arms down by your sides or overhead or anything goes. Relax and enjoy Shavasana. All right, if you're at home and you want to stay in Shavasana longer, feel free. You do what you like. And just remember that when you do get out, I want you to get out slow. Take your time. Perhaps just turn on to one side only when you're ready. Maybe take a moment on that side, as long as you want. And when you're ready, you slowly get out. I like to end my practice in just a seated position oftentimes, and take a moment of gratitude to appreciate what my body did for me, and be thankful for it. I hope you feel better than when you started today. Keep tuning in for a weekly yoga video. Check out the channel. There's many yoga videos to choose from. Practice 3 to 5 times a week and just feel the amazing difference in your body as you just become more flexible and more strong. And it's amazing how your attitude improves as well, because you're taking all this time out to just relax and unwind, and then you can just really recharge and get out there in the world and do everything just a little bit better than if you hadn't taken time to take care of yourself. Good job being here. Good job today. Have an amazing day. Namaste.